I draw for my own satisfaction, and I draw upon my own satisfaction. I'm not drawing for anybody. I'm drawing purely because all these designs are coming from my head, and I had to get them down on paper. I can't describe it. There are vehicles sometimes that come out of me, and drawings that come out of me that I can't describe where I got the inspiration from. It's just like it might be left over from dreams. It might be left over from the day's experience, but I tend to draw upon that. I'll have to say what inspired me most was seeing 2001: A Space Odyssey on the big screen. That really started me drawing. Long spacecraft and very highly technically oriented spacecraft. I started primarily using pen and ink because I was schooled in drafting. Color in my drawings is difficult. I might have put the drawing to paper and let it sit for a few days or even a few weeks before I actually get the nerve to decide what color I want to use. Or I might see a vehicle out on the street, a car, and see the reflections in the car, and say that would go good on this drawing here. I'll start basically with a thumbnail sketch, which is no bigger than usually a 3x5 card. And take that drawing, decide that I really like that shape, and then put that on my medium, which is usually 8.5 by 11 or 11 by 17, and sketch that out in pencil, finalize it using ink, and then go to marker, which would be the final color. Detail in my artwork is sometimes the most tedious because to put something down in, let's say, an alien language, you've got to sit down and put some thought to what the alien language has got to look like. Gee, this concept artist over here in his book has said that too much detail draws the eye to the center of that drawing and is not good. I tend to ignore that. If I want a lot of detail in there, I'll put a lot of detail in there. We've nicknamed a lot of this really detailed work hyper detail. It describes the geometry that I like to do is just very intricate and very detailed, and which shows lots of lines, lots of ductwork, lots of wiring, lots of mechanical geometry in specialized areas that really just go over the top as well as detail goes. My wife and I are currently collaborating on what we should do with this artwork. Maybe we should put it all together into a book form. She's recently remarked that whenever school children come in here and see this artwork, they're awed and they're inspired by it. So that's maybe where my gift lies, is inspiring young children to, use their imaginations. And I like it that the individual viewer can come in and just take whatever they can away from my drawings. Hopefully it inspires them to go home and draw some on their own.